Alright, so I'm going to explain the concept with a little bit of a visual here. So the Temptation Tackle crawl packages up here are basically representing the day. So that's Flight 1, Flight 2, Flight 3, Flight 4. Those are Day 1A, Day 1B, Day 1C, Day 1D. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. This other package that's not labeled is going to be considered Championship Sunday. As you can see, there's nothing below it. Okay? We're going to use the Table Rock numbers for an example. So on day 1, we had 7 boats show up. So these little swimmers, these little 3.8 swimmers from Temptation Tackle are representing the boats that showed up. We had 7 boats show up on Wednesday. 20% of that advances. So 1 out of 7 would be less than 20%. So we round up, so 2 out of 7 would advance. So 2 guys won that day and advanced to Sunday. They have punched their ticket to Sunday and are fishing for $20,000. What was crazy, before that happened, because of the pay table, how we do our payouts, 3 people actually got paid. So these 3 people got paid. It wasn't a lot of money because it wasn't very many boats, but if it was a lot of boats, it would be decent money. So these 3 boats got paid. So this guy's got a little money, so we're going to flip him around. He got a little money on day 1. These 2 advanced to Sunday, and they got paid. And they're going to fish for 20 grand, okay? Plus the rest of the prize pool. All right. So what's crazy about this is there was 5 people that didn't advance. Or what's awesome about this, I should say, not crazy. 5 people didn't advance, but one of them did get paid. So let's say 2 of them want to re-enter. This guy that got paid plus the other 2. So now on day 2 we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 boats enter. Okay, 20% of 9 is still what? It's still 2, basically. You got to round up to get to 20%. So 20% of 2 people advanced, 3 people got paid. These 2 people are going to go ahead and move on. What was cool is this guy actually turned into one of these guys and moved on his second attempt. So they move on to Championship Sunday. Now we have 4 people that have punched their ticket. Okay? A couple of these guys wanted to rebuy, so they rebought and fished again on Friday. One guy's in for 3 bullets at this point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We had 11 people show up on Friday. Friday. We had 11 people show up on Friday. So that means 3 people are going to advance. Okay? That also still means 3 people are going to get paid. We pay 3 spots until it gets to 30. And 31 is 4. 41 is 5. So on and so forth. You can look at the pay table. Once it gets to 91, it starts going up by 3. So it goes to 12. 121 goes to 15, so on and so forth until it starts going up by 6s and 9s. So it's at least 10% of the prize pool getting paid at all times. So these 3 spots move on. 3 people also got paid. So these 3 people punched their ticket. Now there's 7 people waiting on Sunday, but there's only 1 more day to get in. Okay? A couple of these people wanted to rebuy. So let's just go ahead and put these 3 over there. Now we have 11 showed up on Saturday. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. What was crazy is we had multiple people rebuy 2 times and a couple people rebought 3 times. But let's just use these 3 right here that say they all rebought 2 times or whatever. So came Championship Sunday. We had 10 people in. 3 or 4 of them had to buy in twice. They were on fish and they felt confident. Some people that weren't on fish went home. On Championship Sunday, all these people had already collected some kind of a check on day 1, plus some people that went home collected a little bit of a check if they placed in the top 3 but didn't advance when it was only 2. But now those 10 boats fished for 20 grand, and it paid 4 spots that day. Payout tables posted, or the results is posted if you want to see the exact payout. But 1 team walked away with $20,000. So hopefully this puts a visual to the concept. If it does not, Easiest way I can explain it is you need to make the top 20% of your day one flight. Those advance to Sunday. If you don't make the top 20% of your day one flight, you can move on and re-enter, or you can go to the next day and re-enter. You can take a day off, wait until the next flight after you go back out and practice some more and re-enter. It's very flexible as long as there's flights still remaining. So you just need to make the top 20% of your flight to advance to Sunday. If you make the top 10% of your flight, you're getting paid, unless it's less than 10 boats, and three out of 10 is getting paid. But you just got to follow the pay table. Super simple. Same structure that they use in a lot of tournaments, especially poker tournaments. Re-entry format poker tournaments are very common. That's how they get up to this 100,000 to 100,000 to $1 million prize pools consistently, is by using this format. So what we're trying to do is change fishing and make it where it's actually profitable for the anglers to be driving to lakes, putting up hotel money, and all that fun stuff. We fish in a very, very, very expensive sport. I fished the Bassmaster Open Central Division last year. Had a terrible year, results-wise, but the cost of it is crazy, especially when you spend 4 or 5 days practicing for a tournament that's hours away from your home. So you're in a hotel, you've got some kind of lodging or camping or whatever it is, but it gets very expensive. So we're trying to change the amount of wear and tear you're putting on your vehicle, the amount of wear and tear you're putting on your boat trailers. And, you can go to a lake and set up shop for 3-4 days. Or if you're just a weekend angler and you want to just take off on Friday, practice Friday, fish Saturday like you normally do, you can still do that in this concept. The only difference is the prize pool should be bigger. And you can kind of follow along throughout the week and watch the weights and see what you need to win or see what you need to advance. See kind of what's going on at the lake in advance before you show up. You're not looking at 2 years ago's results on YouTube trying to figure out what you need. You can literally see how the lake's performing if you're going to show up on the weekend, how it did on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Another thing you can pay attention to is the field size. The fact that 60 boats didn't show up on Saturday at Table Rock is just mind-boggling to us, because there was 20,000 guaranteed for first place that wasn't coming out of the prize pool, and it wasn't top heavy. What enticed anglers to go fish for, $2 to $6 grand or $2 to $8 grand or whatever it was at the lakes, 2 to 3 hours away from us? To pay $400 or $500 counting memberships to fish for way less is a little crazy. But at the same time, there's trust issues. Nobody really knew who we were. At least on the Missouri side. A lot of people know who I am, once you get closer to Kansas City. So, but there was trust issues probably. Do we pay out the guarantee? It sounds too good to be true, so on and so forth. So, I think, at least I hope, we have proven to you that we're going to pay out no matter if it's 38 boats show up or 100 boats show up, because 100 boats would technically still be short. And whether or not our ultimate goal of 195 entries show up. So that would get us where we cover our costs. So we're trying to make a profitable tour for you guys. This ain't about us making buck. This is about making fishing better for the angler again. So hopefully we'll see you at Grand Lake is March 16th through the 20th. It is 20,000 guaranteed for first. We'll see you soon.